Did you know that the way you're dealing with anxiety in your meditation might actually be making it worse? In fact, most people use one of three common methods, and only one of them works. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll learn how to face anxiety head on and finally take control of your mind. Anxiety is one of the most common mental health challenges today, but not all methods for dealing with it are equal. Some methods might feel like they're helping, and for the short term, they do provide some feeling of relief, but in the long term, they make it worse. They increase it. Today, I'm going to break down these three methods in the ways people deal with anxiety and reveal the one method that actually works. If you've ever felt like anxiety is ruining your life, this is for you. So the three methods are the slave method, the squirrel method, the child method, and the method that actually works, which I call the king method or the sovereign method. So the slave method, you might have an idea of what this is already. It's medicating yourself with pills, alcohol, whatever it is, anything to push the anxiety until tomorrow. And as you know, certainly we can gain a little temporary relief from anxiety, but the next day it comes back. And because of getting involved in that cycle, we make it worse. We make it increase because we feel like we need some kind of whoopee or some kind of thing. And we know we're just pushing it away temporarily. We know it's a temporary fix. It's addiction like a drug addiction. So this is probably the worst method. And this also includes going to therapy and relying on other people to salve your anxiety. The worst part about this is it outsources your solutions. It makes you rely on other people or other methods that are outside of your own control. It makes it someone else's responsibility. It also turns it from a cure into just a relief of symptoms. The downside that's even worse, it can be very expensive, both financially and to the body and the mind, and it just doesn't yield long-term results, especially no positive ones. So the squirrel method, this one is a little bit better, but it's really temporary, and it's trying to outrun the anxiety by keeping really busy. I mean, we've all known people like this, and maybe that's you. But as soon as you stop, the anxiety comes back, and that constant motion carries the sense of anxiety within it. But because the anxiety is coming from your own mind, you can't outrun it. You can only keep it in motion long enough that it's not as bad as when you sit still and have to face the vibrating intensity of it. So this is also a method that it doesn't quite address the symptoms so much as it just kind of speeds away from it like a squirrel constantly in motion. The third one is the child method. This is, I should probably put Netflix here because it's more like binge watching things on Netflix or constantly going out and spending a lot of time with friends, playing games, drinking, whatever it is, talking on the phone too much, texting. And again, the issue is anxiety comes back. It's still there. It's lurking in the background. It's not dealing with the underlying symptoms. So what is the good method, the king method, the sovereign method? The best way to deal with anxiety is to meet it head on. I also call this the ZG method or the Lungta method. Lungta is a Tibetan word meaning innate or unconditional confidence, the confidence that abides in your basic being. ZG is kind of a manifestation of that. It's an outward glow that people detect when you have sufficient Lungta and you manifest it in your life. It begins to affect your life around you. So the ZG method is very powerful. Anxiety stems from the mind, so addressing it and finding it at the source is the solution. It's not a temporary cessation of symptoms. It is the cure. By using meditation, you can investigate your anxiety. You can get down into the deep roots. You can understand what it is, how it manifests, how it feels at the deepest level. And you can understand that anxiety is not a thing that's taking you over. It's not a specific thing. It's a whole bunch of things. You can dismantle it. That's one way to deal with it. In fact, there's a whole bunch of different ways to deal with it. So they're all in my ZG meditation course or my sovereign meditation course for anxiety. And the link is in the description. It's Skool.com. The course is Sovereign Meditation. It's a community of meditators, so you can talk to other people and get support from other people. That's not wrong. That's not bad. getting support so that you can deal with it yourself is in fact the best way. As the Buddha said, you must work out your own salvation with great diligence, but I can show you the way. So relying on these teachings, which are ancient and very helpful, can help you get out of this. So please join us there at Skool.com. I'd love to see you there. Ask any questions you want. It's an open community where any comments are welcome. And also, if you want more specifics on the sovereign method, there's a video in my channel called The 3 Words, or the 3 Phrases that strike the vital point, and I put the link here.